Campus of Atherton County High School. This is the final game of the Foppel Automotive Group Colonel Basketball Classic. Game number 4, featuring the home team on the scoreboard, the Henderson County Colonels, and the visitors, Atherton High School of Louisville. Let's meet the starting lineups for tonight's game. First, for the visiting Ravens of Atherton. Number 23, Elias Daly. Number 15, Josiah House. Number 13, Sean Baines. Number 3, Jeff Johnson III. And number 0, Keenan Tudor. The head coach of Atherton, Mark Tudor. And now, the starting lineup for your Henderson County Colonels. And forward, number 12, Malachi Taylor. And guard, number 23, Travis Little. At guard, number 4, Zayden Martin. At guard, number 2, X-Man, Xavier Jackson. And at guard, number 1, Amari Stewart. Assistant coaches, John Reynolds, Irvin Miller, Idris White, Jason Lyons, Ryan Hale, Kyle Forster, and the head coach of the Colonels, Tyler Smithhart.
Opening tip here on WSON, presented by DSS Rentals. Tip off your next project with DSS, proud supporter of Henderson County Athletics. Score top-notch commercial and residential equipment at 1631 South Green and online at dss-rentals.com. David Smithhart in the middle of the circle to throw it up, and the tip is won by Atherton. Chased down to the backcourt. Smithmeyer, along with Brad Devine and Rick Vaughn, are officials for tonight's game. Henderson County in their home whites, gray numerals. Meanwhile, Atherton in their black-on-black gold numerals, trimmed in white. With the basketball, Tudor, the coach's son, in the right corner over to House. Trying to throw it cross-court, had it stolen away by Zayden Martin for the Colonels. Martin out to Amari Stewart. Amari tripped up and lost the basketball. Just kind of stumbled. Not sure what happened there. Layup on the other end is good for Quayshawn Baines. 2-0 start for Atherton.
Good start for us since we had an interception.
With the basketball, Johnson driving right side. Cut off on the baseline. Kick out to Taylor. Again, Taylor and Little getting the start tonight, each making their third start of the season, but a little change up what we've seen the last couple weeks after their great energy in the ball game last night, getting the start tonight. Stewart, 3 left side on the way for Henderson. Howe off the rim, no good. And a rebound claim, but then Stewart stole the pass, lays it up. He missed an easy one underneath, and it's out of bounds off of Atherton.
Gosh, just no luck. Defense there again. 2 nice quick steals.
Stewart coming out as Scheidler into the game for Henderson.
Wow.
With the basketball is Taylor. Floats it out front to Little. Over on the right side with the basketball. Scheidler. Now Taylor at the jump circle to Johnson on the right wing. In the corner, Little back to Johnson. Xavier driving in with the left hand, lays it up and in. Terrific drive by Johnson, averaging a team best 15 a game. He ties it at 2.
Good offense against that man-to-man.
Daly out front to Johnson, straight away for Jeff Johnson. Right side to House. House hands it off to Tudor. Tudor on the right wing, picks up his dribble. Now Baines inside Johnson. Back to Tudor, driving right baseline. Cut off there by Xavier Johnson. Tudor in the lane, flips it up and in. Good footwork there from Tudor to put the Ravens ahead 4-2. Near steal out front it is. Johnson had his pass stolen, and Martin, a great block on the other end. A follow is up and in for Johnson. Right side with the basketball. Scheidler, Kingston cut off right baseline. Now Little, right wing for Travis. 6-2 Ravens, 5:20 to go opening quarter. Hand off to Johnson. On the basketball with the left side, Scheidler. Johnson on a cut to Martin. Martin had it stripped and blocked out of bounds going up. Good quick hands from Baines that'll stay with the Colonels. Isabel into the game. He's coming in for Scheidler. And Johnson coming out as Stewart back in. Scheidler to play it in, baseline right. Gets it into Little. Oh. Little, a nice move. High off the glass. Just rolls off. No good. Colonels have missed a couple shots at the rim. Hadn't been able to go with a rebound into the hands of Johnson.
Haven't got an individual rebound yet either.
Left side with the basketball, Daly. Now straight away, Baines. Johnson fakes the three. Tudor fakes the three right side at the high post now. Picks up his dribble, kicks it back out to Johnson. Martin on Johnson. Now Little switches off. In the lane, Johnson. Floater from 10 feet is air ball. No good. Rebounded by Taylor for Henderson. Malachi up the floor to Zayden Martin. Strong move on the baseline. Big collision. Martin still down on the play. He'll go to the line for two after the foul. Goes on House, his first, and the first foul of the game.
Yeah, it should be a 6-6 game for sure. Can't get that ball in the hole, Greg.
Yep. Stewart missed one. Rather easy one. Travis's was a little tougher, and it hung on the rim and fell off there in the paint. Couple free throws here for Zayden Martin. Free throw for Zayden, good. 46% free throw shooter, but have been a little bit better lately. Little out as Johnson returns for Henderson. Second free throw coming up for the 6'1 junior, Zayden Martin. Comes in averaging 4 points a game. Free throw off the back rim, no good. Kept alive by Stewart. Into the hands of Johnson. Shot up, good, and he's fouled. Great job by Mario to get a hand on it. Johnson there to pick it up. And a possible three-point play for Johnson, and the second foul on House.
His second, team second of the quarter. Substitution number 33.
You give that rebound to Stewart, right?
I gave it to Johnson.
You gave it to Johnson,
yep.
Right.
Probably could have gone either way, Scotty. Stewart kind of tipped it up here somewhere, but Johnson did a good job to go and get it. Certainly kept alive there. They should have half rebound, like a half sack.
Oh, then they get complicated.
Yeah. Free throw up and in for Johnson. And we're tied at 6. 4:20 to go in this first quarter. Jeff Johnson works it up against Xavion Johnson. In the paint. Darley just in, kicks it out. Jeff Johnson at the high post. Gives it up, and a reach-in foul called on Taylor. First foul on Henderson, but on Malachi Taylor. Tudor fakes the three, has it straight away. Johnson to fire one now, it rattles off, no good. Rebounded by Taylor for the Colonels. Outlet pass it before to Martin. Zayden lays it up and in from the left side. Martin with 4, good find from Taylor. Now a steal by Stewart, great effort from Amari. Drive it in, lays it up, and in, had a kid. An explosion from Stewart after the turnover. And the Colonels have scored 8 straight, lead at 10-6, a timeout. 3:40 to go in the first. You're listening to Holiday Hoops here on WSON, presented by Owensboro Health.
Thank you for everything you do, and we're blessed with a great group of team members who are so compassionate and who live out that mission every day. So thanks for everything you do.
This holiday season, your friends and neighbors at Owensboro Health are doing what this community does best: coming together. Our 5,000 team members partnered with local nonprofits to give away over 13 tons of food to families across our region who need it. Because the holidays are about taking care of each other, and that's what we do.
.340 to go, opening quarter. Henderson County 10, Atherton 6. Colonels have scored 8 straight. With the basketball, Baines over to Tudor. Now Daly, that's Crosby Daly. His brother Elias Daly also out there. It's inside to Elias, lays it off the glass with the left hand and in. Elias Daly, a senior with his first basket.
4 players with 4 field goals, 1 each.
Makes it 10-8. Taylor with the basketball for Henderson out high left. Puts it on the floor. Taylor may go one-on-one here. Spins in the lane, has it 12 feet away, kicks it back out to Johnson. And the Colonels are reset here. Johnson, straight away, driving left side, left to the baseline. In the corner, Stewart, and he shuffled his feet. Colonel's third turnover. Braden Williams coming into the game. And he's going to come in for Taylor. .252 to play opening quarter. As Baines will play it in front of Martin. Jeff Johnson, right side to Elias Daly. In the corner to Baines. Back to Daly. Right side Johnson. Xavion Johnson on him to the rack, lays it up, and no good. Rebounded by Williams. Braden gets it over to Johnson. Xavion right side. Oh, bump going in. A lot of contact. No call. It's going to end up being a turnover. It's picked up by Baines. High off the glass. It won't go. And Martin rebound for Henderson. Zayden running the floor. Good speed. Great dish to Williams, who lays it up and in. Nice when your four-man, Scotty, can run the floor like that. The power forward, Martin, did a terrific pass to Williams, and now a turnover by Todd on the other end.
Now Martin can fly now.
And a pretty good passer.
And he's starting to score more.
Yep. 12-8 Colonels under 2 minutes to go in this first period.
He had 8 in the fourth yesterday and a big comeback.
He did. 11 for the game, 8 in that final quarter. Isabel to Williams at the high post. Martin right corner. Now gets it back to Isabel. Jamarion kind of bounced it nowhere. Stewart found it, goes inside to Williams. Braden puts it up and is fouled and will head to the line for 2. After the foul goes on Elias Daly, his first and the third on the Ravens. Williams with a couple. Isabel threw that pass and no one was there. He kind of just put his hands up and Amari went and got it.
Kind of got lucky.
He definitely did. Free throw for Williams, good.
We thought the big man was going to go up a little bit, and he did not go anywhere.
Martin out as Braden Dennis into the game for the first time for Henderson. Free throw for Williams. Braden got them both. He has 4 points early off the bench. 14-8. Tudor with the basketball. Hands off to Baines. Now Daly kicks it out left side. Johnson, tough baseline jumper, good from 15. Johnson with 4 early, and it's 14-10 Colonels. 1:15 to go in the first. Johnson across to Isabel. Jamarion out high right, guarded closely by Jeff Johnson, and Jamarion lost it out of bounds on the pressure from Johnson. 5 turnovers here in this opening quarter for the Colonels. Now we'll see Jaron Byram come in and Johnson come out. Isabel come out. Final minute here, 14-10. Bobbling the pass was Smith, but he has it back. Deep 3 for Johnson goes. He brought down the rain and drilled it. He is a 42% three-point shooter. He has 7 points here in the quarter. He averages 20 a game.
He scored 5 straight.
Williams catching the baseline. Braden left side. Strong move. Lays it up and in. Williams 6, and now Atherton throws the inbounds pass away, or was it deflected? It's Henderson basketball. Yeah, turnover for the Ravens. They're fourth.
Big Johnson tried to jump up there. Johnson can jump, but the monster, as I call him, is a pretty big old boy. You ain't going to get in front of that dude.
Johnson plays it in baseline right, out front to Stewart. 30 seconds left. Williams on the left baseline squares up against Smith. Now it comes back out front to Stewart. Amari, three, left side on the way. WB three for Amari Stewart. Three-pointers brought to you by a former Colonel, now your local Edward Jones investment advisor, Walker Bruner. Johnson with the basketball, flips it up, and in the lane, no good. Rebounded by Williams for the Colonels. Dennis, right side, 6 seconds left. Braden with three, not sure he realizes it. Byram, a 28-footer, no good at the buzzer. After one, Colonels 19, Atherton 13. Our game being brought to you by Owensboro Health. We'll hear from them and be back after these messages on WSON.
It can happen when you least expect it. You're involved in an accident and you need help. Look no further than Hargis Collision. Hargis welcomes all insurance providers. They are ICAR certified and have the equipment needed to get your vehicle back to OEM specification. To the Hargis team, your vehicle is treated like a person, not a number. Hargis Collision, keeping your family's safety in mind. See them at their new location, 1480 South Green Street. You need a new roof? Make the call to Maldonado's Roofing and Siding. They are certified in multiple brands of shingles and offer financing on all projects. They are licensed, insured, and they carry workers' comp on their employees. Honest pricing and guarantee on all work. Danny has over 25 years experience in the roofing and siding industry and has owned his own business for over 22 years. Maldonado's Roofing and Siding. Let the world champ put a world-class roof on your home. Call today, 270-577-9668.
(19-13), Colonels by 6 as we start the second quarter. Henderson County hosting Atherton tonight as part of the Foppel Automotive Group Colonels Classic. Starters back on the floor here for the Colonels. Little has it, gives it up to Johnson. Johnson between the circles. Now Amari Stewart, right wing. Back to Johnson, left side to Little. Travis bounces back to Johnson, out high left. Martin calling for the high post. Little on the baseline, cut off. Back out front to Johnson. Now Amari driving right side, pull up 15-footer, good on the baseline. Stewart with 7. Colonels had their biggest lead at 8 with 7:20 to go in the first half. Johnson works it across against Johnson. Now Tudor, shot fake. In the corner, Jeff Johnson cut off on the baseline. Good help defense there from Martin. Now back out front to Tudor. Tudor had it knocked away and stolen away by Martin. Second steal for Zayden. Looking to go coast to coast, flips it up, no good, but draws the foul. And Martin will head to the line for 2. Foul whistled on number 24, Burks, who just came into the game here in this second quarter.
Yeah.
Free throw up and off, no good for Martin.
Yeah, Divine, Mr. Official, ran into the photographer there, Greg, and rolled his ankle.
Oh. Free throw up and in.
Looks to be okay, though.
Tough
8-0 run.
22-13. Martin hits one out of tune. Here's Jeff Johnson. Now 3 out front is no good for Baines. Rebound kept alive and into the hands of Johnson. Second chance for Atherton. They trap Johnson and he throws it off a Colonel, off of Xavion Johnson out of bounds, and it will stay with Atherton. Colonels by 9, 6:44 to go in the half. With the basketball, Burke, started by Martin out high right. Baines straight away. Baines, long two, off the mark. Taylor rebounds for Henderson. Malachi brings it up himself, dribbles to the right side, picks up his dribble now, needs some help, goes cross court to Martin. Zayden puts on the floor, driving to the basket and traveled. Yeah. Colonel's 6th turnover. Nine-point Henderson lead with 6:19 to go here until halftime. Inbounds comes into Johnson. Now to Burks. Back to Johnson. Johnson will bring it up. A little token pressure from Little. Johnson hands off to Tudor. Tudor behind his back, working on Little. Had it knocked away by Xavion Johnson, but picked up by Jeff Johnson of Atherton. At the basketball, Daly to Johnson. Johnson one dribble. Now Martin on him. They kind of got their feet tangled up. And
that was weird.
That's what I'm playing. They got it out of there.
How did neither one of them trip?
I don't know it. And here's a pass poked away by Taylor. Johnson runs it down and has the steal. Xavion a layup on the other end.
Boy, the energy, the defense is there tonight.
And now Taylor bumps Jeff Johnson here on the near sideline, getting down the floor. And Malachi has picked up his second. And we'll see Mikey Woolfolk for the first time as Taylor will come out with the 2 fouls. And a timeout on the floor. 5:34 to go in the half. Henderson 24, Atherton 13. You're listening to Holiday Hoops here on WSON, presented by Owensboro Health.
I am more than the box you put me in.
I'm spontaneous.
I am a good friend.
I choose to do the right thing, even if others don't.
I choose to be substance-free.
We aren't alone, and we are done with your...
Thank you for everything you do, and we're blessed with a great group of team members who are so compassionate and who live out that mission every day. So thanks for everything you do.
This holiday season, your friends and neighbors at Owensboro Health are doing what this community does best, coming together. Our 5,000 team members partnered with local nonprofits to give away over 13 tons of food to families across our region who need it. Because the holidays are about taking care of each other, and that's what we do.
No, I'm just talking.
.534 to go first half. Colonel's 24, Atherton 13. Scotty, you like the defense you've seen so far?
Yeah, the effort, the energy, they're getting on the floor, they're attacking them, and they're watching number 3 best they can.
Daly inside to Baines, 8 feet away, muscles it up, no good. Rebound being tapped around. Daly has an offensive rebound, now 3 out front, off the mark, no good. Rebound loose on the floor, and it's still loose, and it's out of bounds. Eventually off a Colonel. Not sure if anybody had it there, so we'll call it out of bounds to Atherton.
That was crazy.
11-point Colonel lead, 5 minutes to go in the half. Good hustle all the way around there, both teams. Johnson, right corner to Crosby Daly. Has Martin on him, goes inside, nice catch, and cut from Baines, who puts it up and in. Baines with 4. Stewart driving into the paint, right side, lays it up, off the glass and in. Great drive from Stewart from the left wing to the right side of the rim. He lays it up and in. He has 9.
Well, he's becoming just a pure scorer, Greg.
With the basketball, a little turnaround shot off the glass. Nice move from Daly. I think Amari, Scotty, is freed up even more when you got Johnson and Little out there.
Totally agree. And you got Martin, who's becoming an attacker now.
Yep.
And Martin's giving it so much, Greg. He just told Coach, I got to have a break. Now, that's what you call giving it 110%.
That's right. That's right.
That's what you want to see as a coach.
Absolutely, yeah.
You tell when the player tells the coach, I got to come out.
You go as hard as you can, and then now a holding foul called on Baines. He and Stewart were battling for position. And Baines going to be hit with a foul. And there's Martin out with a breather as Dennis checks in. And an inbound pass is stolen by Baines. Up the floor, it's Daly, flips it up. He missed an easy one. Dennis rebounds for Henderson, and he's fouled 70 feet from the basket.
We caught a break there. They get a steal. Should have scored an easy bucket.
Johnson hit with a foul, his first. Little out as Byram into the game.
Go.
26-17, Colonels by 9, 3:40 to go in the first half. Stewart, cross court to Byram. Byram on the left baseline to the rack, lays it up and just went off. No good, good move, but couldn't finish. Rebounded by Baines. Baines bumped by Byram at midcourt. Byram picks up his first. And the second on the Colonels with 3:26 to go here in the half. Baines that play it in. And now a ball kicked out of bounds by Woolfork. It'll stay with Atherton. As Tudor will play it in baseline left underneath his own basket. Tudor looking, bounces it in to Johnson on the right block, puts it up and in. 9 for Johnson. Good inbounds play. 26-19. They cut it to 7. Woolfork at the high post makes the catch. He's hard to the basket, puts it up and draws contact. Mikey headed the line for 2. Mikey Woolfork. Foul whistled on Crosby Daly, his first. 4th on Atherton, 2 here for Woolfork. Mikey 4 of 8 from the line this season. Free throw up and in. Stewart out, Williams in for Henderson. Isabel going to come into the game, and he's going to come in for Johnson. Second free throw coming up for Woolfork, and Mikey got them both. Lead back to 9 for the Colonels with 3 minutes to go in the half. Jeff Johnson working across against Woolfork. Now Williams comes out. Woolfork picks up his dribble off to Tudor. Now Baines. Baines driving on Byram and push off. Yep, good call. Offensive foul on Baines, his second. Baines will come out as Josiah House returns for Atherton. 2:48 to play first half, 28-19 Colonels. Henderson County hosting Atherton tonight. Right side with the basketball is Dennis. Now to Isabel. Byram on the left wing. Inside Williams on the left block. Backing down. Had it knocked away by Tudor. Loose ball. Braden down on the floor. And probably going to be out of bounds here off the Colonels. Yep. Good hustle by Braden, but when he dove on it, he was out of bounds, and Colonels turn it over for the 8th time. 28-19 your score. With the basketball is Daly. Inbounds comes in to Johnson on the far sideline. Right wing with it into the hands of Crosby. Pass inside, a little give and go. Johnson couldn't finish though at the rim, rebounded by Williams. Well, Johnson's missed a couple easy ones for them. Now a pass up the floor. They try to get into the corner to Dennis, and it's way too far. It goes into the foyer area of the high school. Colonels give it back. 9 turnovers now for Henderson. 28-19. .206 to go in the half. .28-19 Colonels. Johnson to Daly. Back to Johnson between the circles. Left side of three for House on the way. A little strong, no good. Rebounded by Byron for the Colonels. Jaron to bring it up himself. Into the lane right side. Goes inside to Williams. Williams had his shot blocked out of bounds by Johnson to stay with the Colonels.
It's a crucial 140. We'd like to keep momentum on our side, Greg. Need to go in at least up by 7, if not more.
Johnson to play it in into Stewart left corner. Now to Martin. Byram right wing. Now Johnson straight away. Xavion right side to the rack. Off the glass and in. Johnson with 9. Colonels match their biggest lead at 11 with 1:25 to go in the half. In the corner, Daly. House fakes a 3. Kicks it to Johnson. Johnson's going to fire one and hit. Nothing but net. Got a high arcing 3, but he's hit a couple of those here in this half. Quickly, Xavion Johnson the other way, coast to coast. Can't finish left side. Williams, though, an offensive rebound.
Oh, my God.
Tried to throw it off of Daly, but threw it away.
He jumped up.
On the other end, Johnson off the glass. Another one missed, but a rebound put back up by Burks, and he's fouled going back up. Byram hit with the foul, his second. Couple free throws here. Couple free throws here on for Burks. Banks in the free throw. Calvin Burks living right. Williams out, Dennis in.
He just banked in the free throw.
He did. Second one coming up. And he got them both.
And just like that.
It was 11, yep. 5 quick ones, and with a minute to go, it's 30-24. Johnson to walk it up for the Colonels. Xavion Johnson, right side to Byram. Jaron fakes a 3. Now Martin to Amari Stewart. Johnson on the left wing. Back to Stewart. Cross, dangerous pass from Byram and a bad one. He had it stolen away, trying to go across court. Colonel's 11th turnover. Daly kicks to Elias Daly from Crosby Daly. Now out front, Johnson. Johnson in the lane. Tough shot from 10 off the glass. Won't go. Rebounded by Johnson for Henderson. 15 seconds left in the half. Johnson near sideline. Lost it. Deflected out of bounds by Atherton. It'll stay with the Colonels with 7.6. Johnson to play it in just to our left near the Atherton bench. In the backcourt to Amari with 7 seconds. Amari Stewart, pull up 14-footer. Yes, sir. Colonels by 8 at the break. Scott Stone with Coach Smithart.
Much better start. Number 3, we can't lose him. He's kept them in the game. I like our defensive presence. Holding them to 24 is a good job, but we got to convert a little bit more and take better care of the basketball.
All right, thanks, Coach. Good luck second half.
That's the head coach of the Colonels, Tyler Smithart. Henderson County goes into the locker room up 8, 32-24 on Atherton. Our broadcast being brought to you by Owensboro Health, Henderson Healthplex. Owensboro Health Orthopedics is your go-to for expert ortho care. Make an appointment or visit their walk-in clinic Monday through Friday from 8 to 11. Located at the Henderson Healthplex, Owensboro Health Orthopedics is the official sports medicine provider for the Henderson County Colonels and Lady Colonels. Stay tuned. Coming up at the half, we'll catch up with Gary Lee. Gary is Director of Clinic Operations for Owensboro Health. We'll also have Colonels at the half coming up for you, brought to you by Classic Automotive and Collision Center. Again, your halftime score, Henderson County 32, Atherton 24, here on WSON.
Thank you for everything you do, and we're blessed with a great group of team members who are so compassionate and who live out that mission every day. So thanks for everything you do.
This holiday season, your friends and neighbors at Owensboro Health are doing what this community does best, coming together. Our 5,000 team members partnered with local nonprofits to give away over 13 tons of food to families across our region who need it. Because the holidays are about taking care of each other, and that's what we do.
It can happen when you least expect it. You're involved in an accident and you need help. Look no further than Hargis Collision. Hargis welcomes all insurance providers. They are ICAR certified and have the equipment needed to get your vehicle back to OEM specification. To the Hargis team, your vehicle is treated like a person, not a number. Hargis Collision, keeping your family's safety in mind. See them at their new location, 1480 South Green Street. You need a new roof? Make the call to Maldonado's Roofing and Siding. They are certified in multiple brands of shingles and offer financing on all projects. They are licensed, insured, and they carry workers' comp on their employees. Honest pricing and guarantee on all work. Danny has over 25 years experience in the roofing and siding industry and has owned his own business for over 22 years. Maldonado's Roofing and Siding. Let the world champ put a world-class roof on your home. Call today, 270-577-9668.
I am more than the box you put me in.
I'm spontaneous.
I am a good friend.
I choose to do the right thing, even if others don't.
I choose to be substance free.
We aren't alone, and we are done with your boxes.
Thank you for everything you do, and we're blessed with a great group of team members who are so compassionate and who live out that mission every day. So thanks for everything you do.
This holiday season, your friends and neighbors at Owensboro Health are doing what this community does best, coming together. Our 5,000 team members partnered with local nonprofits to give away over 13 tons of food to families across our region who need it. Because the holidays are about taking care of each other, and that's what we do.
It can happen when you least expect it. You're involved in an accident and you need help. Look no further than Hargis Collision. Hargis welcomes all insurance providers. They are ICAR certified and have the equipment needed to get your vehicle back to OEM specification. To the Hargis team, your vehicle is treated like a person, not a number. Hargis Collision, keeping your family's safety in mind. See them at their new location, 1480 South Green Street. You need a new roof? Make the call to Maldonado's Roofing and Siding. They are certified in multiple brands of shingles and offer financing on all projects. They are licensed, insured, and they carry workers' comp on their employees. Honest pricing and guarantee on all work. Danny has over 25 years experience in the roofing and siding industry and has owned his own business for over 22 years. Maldonado's Roofing and Siding. Let the world champ put a world-class roof on your home. Call today, 270-577-9668.
I am more than the box you put me in.
I'm spontaneous.
I am a good friend.
I choose to do the right thing, even if others don't.
I choose to be substance free.
We aren't alone, and we are done with your boxes.
Thank you for everything you do, and we're blessed with a great group of team members who are so compassionate and who live out that mission every day. So thanks for everything you do.
This holiday season, your friends and neighbors at Owensboro Health are doing what this community does best, coming together. Our 5,000 team members partnered with local nonprofits to give away over 13 tons of food to families across our region who need it. Because the holidays are about taking care of each other, and that's what we do.
It can happen when you least expect it. You're involved in an accident and you need help. Look no further than Hargis Collision. Hargis welcomes all insurance providers. They are ICAR certified and have the equipment needed to get your vehicle back to OEM specification. To the Hargis team, your vehicle is treated like a person, not a number. Hargis Collision, keeping your family's safety in mind. See them at their new location, 1480 South Green Street. You need a new roof? Make the call to Maldonado's Roofing and Siding. They are certified in multiple brands of shingles and offer financing on all projects. They are licensed, insured, and they carry workers' comp on their employees. Honest pricing and guarantee on all work. Danny has over 25 years experience in the roofing and siding industry and has owned his own business for over 22 years. Maldonado's Roofing and Siding. Let the world champ put a world-class roof on your home. Call today, 270-577-9668.
I am more than the box you put me in.
I'm spontaneous.
I am a good friend.
I choose to do the right thing, even if others don't.
I choose to be substance free.
We aren't alone, and we are done with your boxes.
Thank you for everything you do, and we're blessed with a great group of team members who are so compassionate and who live out that mission every day. So thanks for everything you do.
This holiday season, your friends and neighbors at Owensboro Health are doing what this community does best, coming together. Our 5,000 team members partnered with local nonprofits to give away over 13 tons of food to families across our region who need it. Because the holidays are about taking care of each other, and that's what we do.
It can happen when you least expect it. You're involved in an accident and you need help. Look no further than Hargis Collision. Hargis welcomes all insurance providers. They are ICAR certified and have the equipment needed to get your vehicle back to OEM specification. To the Hargis team, your vehicle is treated like a person, not a number. Hargis Collision, keeping your family's safety in mind. See them at their new location, 1480 South Green Street. You need a new roof? Make the call to Maldonado's Roofing and Siding. They are certified in multiple brands of shingles and offer financing on all projects. They are licensed, insured, and they carry workers' comp on their employees. Honest pricing and guarantee on all work. Danny has over 25 years experience in the roofing and siding industry and has owned his own business for over 22 years. Maldonado's Roofing and Siding. Let the world champ put a world-class roof on your home. Call today, 270-577-9668.
I am more than the box you put me in.
I'm spontaneous.
I am a good friend.
I choose to do the right thing, even if others don't.
I choose to be substance free.
We aren't alone, and we are done with your boxes.
Start of the second half, Henderson County 32, Atherton 24. I'm Greg Busby with Scott Stone. Final game of the Popple Automotive Group Colonel's Classic. Two-day event. I think they had 9 games, 5 yesterday and 4 here today. With the basketball, right side, Daly is cut off. Now gets into the hands of Johnson. Tudor, coach's son in the paint right side. Back to Daly, driving in from the right corner. Lost the handle on it, picked up by Johnson. Colonels have the steal. Xavion spins right side, got Johnson in the air, put it up, no good. Rebound being knocked around. Still loose on the floor, and it's going to be out of bounds off of Atherton. Colonels will get a second chance here. Xavion Johnson will play it in baseline left for Henderson. Underneath his own basket. Out front it comes to Little. Travis Little at the jump circle. Being guarded by Tudor. Left side over to Johnson. Johnson on the elbow. Kick out to Taylor. Malachi right side to Little. Now Martin. Stewart left wing. Taylor out front. Johnson right wing in front of his own bench. Minute 15 gone by here in this third quarter. Little underneath the basket. Gets over to Stewart. Back down low to Johnson. Xavion got good position. Put it up and in.
Great possession there. About 45 seconds off the clock.
And got an easy bucket. On the other end, Stewart blocks Johnson. Blocks Bain's shot out of bounds. Had to stay with Atherton. Colonels by 10, 6.5 minutes to go in the third. Keenan Tudor will play it in baseline left underneath his own basket for the Ravens. Driving in Johnson, lays it off the glass and in. Johnson with 14. Jeff Johnson for the Ravens.
He's a good player.
He is. 34-26. 6:10 to go in the third. Down low, good pass, Johnson to Martin. Zayden kind of got stuck underneath the basket and has to bring it back out front. Little with it now between the circles. Travis left side to Stewart. Now to Johnson. To Little. Travis finds Amari, driving baseline, flips it up. 6-footer, no good. Rebound being tapped around. It's Amari getting his own rebound, puts it back up and is fouled. Stewart will head to the line as the foul goes on Baines, his third. Stewart's first free throws of the night. Amari 72% on the season. Free throw up and in. A dozen for Amari, averages 13 a game. Second free throw coming up for the junior, 6'4" junior, Amari Stewart. Got them both. Woolfork in. Little checks out for the Colonels. Colonels full court pressure. Tudor has it. Gets it over far sideline. 3 for House. Good. Josiah House first points, buries a 3 in the corner. He is a really good three-point shooter. It's been his first look tonight. And Atherton cuts it to 7. 5:20 to go in the third. Martin driving in. Tough angle off the glass. No good. Rebound Woolfork. It won't go. And it's speared off by Daly. And a foul in the backcourt. This one whistled on Taylor, Malachi's third. Martin coming out as Little returns for Henderson. Burks into the game. He's going to give Baines a breather. 5:10 to play third quarter. Colonels 36, Atherton 29. Burks with the basketball. Stewart on him. Gets it to Johnson. Johnson top of the key. Into the paint. Spins. Kicks out to Burks. Fakes a 3. Had it slapped away by Little. Oh, late foul. They're going to get Little. Let's say he got a piece of the hand here. Looked like it was mostly ball, but say kind of chopped across the arm. So Little picks up his first. And the Colonel's second here of this third quarter. There's a little give and go. Yeah, possible 3-point play. Little had a hand in the back. of Tudor, who has his first points. Possible three-point play. Back-to-back fouls on Little. And a timeout, Henderson County. 4:50 to play in the third quarter. Atherton's got it within 5. Colonel's 36, Atherton 31. You're listening to Holiday Hoops here on WSON, presented by Owensboro Health.
Thank you for everything you do, and we're blessed with a great group of team members who are so compassionate and who live out that mission every day. So thanks for everything you do.
This holiday season, your friends and neighbors at Owensboro Health are doing what this community does best, coming together. Our 5,000 team members partnered with local nonprofits to give away over 13 tons of food to families across our region who need it. Because the holidays are about taking care of each other, and that's what we do.
It can happen when you least expect it. You're involved in an accident and you need help. Look no further than Hargis Collision. Hargis welcomes all insurance providers. They are ICAR certified and have the equipment needed to get your vehicle back to OEM specification. To the Hargis team, your vehicle is treated like a person, not a number. Hargis Collision, keeping your family's safety in mind. See them at their new location, 1480 South Green Street.
.450 to play in the third quarter. Henderson County 36, Atherton 31. Keenan Tudor at the line to try to complete a three-point play and close the gap to 4. He does. Colonel's led by as many as at 11, 1 point in the second quarter, but Atherton's worked it down to 4. Little with the basketball, just to the left of the jump circle.
6-0 run for the Raiders.
Gets it off to Johnson. Xavion Johnson dribbles the left corner. Now baseline. Tough angle. Gets it to go. Got to the rack. Johnson with 13. Colonel's lead back to 6. 4:25 to play here in the third. Jeff Johnson on the right wing. Straight away to House. Taylor on House. Playing with 3 fouls. House turnaround 12-footer. Middle of the lane. No good. Rebound. Saved in by Wolfork. Good job. Had it. Was going out of bounds and threw it off of Johnson. Now we'll see some full court pressure here from the Ravens. Or at least a little man-to-man token. Now Johnson needs
running jump now.
Yep, he's in the backcourt. Xavion gets it across to Taylor on the right wing in front of his own bench. Right back to Johnson at the jump circle. 38-32 Colonels, just under 4 minutes to play in the third. Johnson gets a screen from Wolfork. Xavion driving left to the lane, lays it off the glass, no good, but fouled. Johnson to the line for 2. As the foul whistled against Burks, his first. 2 on Burks, excuse me. Just had him with 1. So Johnson at the line for a couple. 1 of 1 from the line tonight. 89% of the season, team's best free throw shooter. That's what you want from your point guard. Free throw up and in and out, no good. Some believe in the announcer jinx. I cannot have that much power.
I believe it. I've been with you for 22 years. It seems like it gets better and better, unfortunately.
Second free throw coming up for Johnson. Again, 13 for Xavion here so far. This one's up and in. Colonels by 7, 3:40 to go in the third. Pass it before to Burks, left baseline. Right back to Jeff Johnson. Johnson driving on the baseline, cut off by Xavion Johnson. Now House into the left corner. Nice pass to Johnson, driving to the basket. Missed it, may have been partially blocked, but it's out of bounds. Last touch by Henderson.
You just lost that one, Greg.
Atherton will play it in baseline right underneath their own basket. But first Scheidler into the game for Henderson. He's in for Little. Inbounds comes into Daly. Right back to House in that right corner. House to the right elbow. Gets it to Burks. Now Tudor out high right. Daly comes out and gets it, 6'4", Stewart on him. Tudor backing down on Johnson, flips it up with the left hand, high off the glass in. Tudor with 7, 5 of them here in the third. The lead is 5 for the Colonels, 39-34, exactly 3 minutes to play in the third. Henderson County hosting Louisville Atherton tonight. Johnson driving left side, and a reach-in foul called on Tudor. First on Tudor, and the third against the Ravens. Wyatt Townsend into the game for the first time for Henderson, but first a Colonel timeout. 2:52 to go in the third. Timeout on the floor. Henderson County 39, Louisville Atherton 34. You're listening to Holiday Hoops here on WSON, presented by Owensboro Health.
You need a new roof? Make the call to Maldonado's Roofing and Siding. They are certified in multiple brands of shingles and offer financing on all projects. They are licensed, insured, and they carry workers' comp on their employees. Honest pricing and guarantee on all work. Danny has over 25 years experience in the roofing and siding industry and has owned his own business for over 22 years. Maldonado's Roofing and Siding. Let the world champ put a world-class roof on your home. Call today, 270-577-9668.
.252 to play third quarter, 39-34. Colonels on top of Atherton. Johnson gets it in left corner to Townsend. Bounces it right back to Johnson on the left wing, guarded by Tudor. Johnson cross court to Martin on the right wing, driving to the basket, left hand, flips it up and in. Great move from Zayden Martin. He has 6. The lead back to 7 for the Colonels. Tudor to Jeff Johnson out high left. 2.5 minutes to play in the third. 41-34 Colonels. Johnson cut off on the baseline. Now comes back out front. He has it between the circles and will reset here for Atherton. Gets a screen out front from Daly. Woolfolk switches off on Johnson. Johnson to the right baseline. Definitely did. No call though. Now Tudor turns, spins, flips it up with the right hand and in. Well, Tudor 9 for the game. 7 of them here in the third. The coach's son has his team within 5, 41-36. Amari Stewart out high right. Back and forth dribble, now gets a screen. Amari from the left side, jump stop. Zayden Martin now left wing. 1:40 to go. Martin finds Townsend, 3 right corner on the way. A little strong, no good. Rebound cleared off by Daly. But then he threw it away, trying to get it back to Johnson out of bounds. 9th turnover for the Ravens. Martin out of the game as Williams in for Henderson.
Martin, I think, got hit in his upper thigh there, Greg. He's kind of limping off.
He's hit the floor hard a couple times here tonight.
You ain't kidding.
Xavion Johnson working against Jeff Johnson. On the baseline is Woolfolk, possible 3-point play.
So did that bucket go in there?
It did. Possible 3-point play for Woolfolk. Didn't quite get the foul.
23, number 2, Daly.
So possible 3-point play here for Woolfolk. He has 4 points tonight. And the free throw up and in for Woolfolk. 44-36. Colonels have their lead back to 8. 1:15 to go in the third. In the corner, a 3-point try is a little short, no good. Rebound being tapped around, and Scheidler comes away with it for the Colonels. Johnson on him. Kingston gets it out of there. Has it out high left. Now to the hands of Woolfolk. Under a minute to play here in the third. Woolfolk right side of the rack, puts it up and in.
Bully ball! ball by Wolford.
7 for Woolfolk. Off the bench, Colonels by 10 with 40 seconds to go in the third.
Johnson just has 2 points in this quarter. There, Johnson, that is.
Yep. With the basketball, Daly in the right corner. Into the hands of Jeff Johnson. High post. Now 3 for Tudor on the way. Off the mark, no good. Rebound tapped around and tapped out to Daly. Second chance for the Ravens. Tudor left side of the rack, lays it up, and he is fouled. He'll head to the line for 2. As the foul is whistled on Scheidler. First on Scheidler.
We're getting ready to have a delay, Greg, with a tornado warning for Henderson County.
Okay, they're talking about that. Not sure where that is in the county, but we do understand there is a tornado warning. Free throw up and in for Tudor. I think they're trying to coordinate all that right now, but they haven't stopped play just yet. I think they may let this final 15 seconds of the third wind down.
They will.
.9 seconds. I think they're communicating that right now. They may go ahead and send him here or play this final 15 seconds.
They're going to go ahead and shelter and play.
So a tornado warning has been issued for Henderson County. I'll kind of stay right here on the air. So a tornado warning here at the in the Henderson area. So I'll kind of pull up my radar and send you as much information as I can here on WSOM. But obviously the game stopped here, and some of the fans are going to move to the main hall area, or obviously they're allowed to leave if they'd like, and the team's going back in the locker room area. And we may go to some coverage of News 25 if we can get that set up. That's certainly a possibility as well, but we had issues. I'll see, like I said, see if I can get some information on that, and obviously make sure Kate Mays at Studio Control is safe on her end there as they're moving folks here to this main hall, maybe even the auxiliary gym area. As we about probably 20 minutes ago, we did see Vanderburgh County had a tornado warning issued, but it looked like there was a lot of activity north of the Henderson area, and now some activity. Okay, thank you, Scotty. Scotty's got a little update there. Go ahead, Scotty.
So we're looking at if there is a tornado, it's looking at right directly coming into Corden, and then it's going to take a direct beeline, which would be right over there in 41 toward Cairo, then 416 in that area, and then go off to Owensboro. It looks like the city of Henderson is clear.
Okay, I tell you what we can do.
Looks like we're going to get some damage in straight line wins, and that's about it.
I think we can get it set up that we're certainly partnered with News 25. We can take some of their feed and pass along to you here on the air. See if we can get that to you here on WSON. So let's go to Wayne Hart News 25, and we'll take this feed for the time being in the basketball game. Obviously, pause and folks going out to the hallway area. But we'll go now to News 25 meteorologist Wayne Hart, get a simulcast of his feed with a tornado. Not sure if it's radar indicated or on the ground. We don't know yet.
Nobody said anything about indicated.
Yep,
just radar.
So radar indicated tornado. 46-38 to score, but let's go now to this live simulcast from News 25.
Line now pushing out of Evansville into Newburgh, into Paradise. So some damaging straight line winds a possibility. We're still watching these notches in the line pushing across central Henderson County, which have prompted the tornado warning. But we are not seeing anything in terms of significant rotation at this moment. But as we've seen before, these circulations can spin up very fast. They could last 5 minutes or so, and then they're gone. But you get a tornado, even an EF0 for 5 minutes, and you're going to get some damage here. And that's what we're trying to see spin up along this line right over the heart of Henderson County. This should stay south of the city of Henderson as it moves out through the heart of the county, and then eventually towards Davis County over here. So that's the latest on that. Cody, you getting anything new from the Weather Service on these warnings?
Yeah, just updated that warning that had initially included the city of Evansville. It's now been scaled back and also scaled down to include what's moving through Newburgh right now. It was a tornado possible type of severe thunderstorm warning that's now been downgraded to just your general 60-mile-per-hour wind gust standard severe thunderstorm warning that will continue to be into effect until 7:45. So this continues for technically southeastern Vanderburgh County, although the worst has passed into southern and southwestern Warwick County. And I think if there is any damaging wind potential, it's moving through Newburgh right now, setting its sights on also Yankeetown, Dayville, eventually to Bullocktown, and then into Spencer County, approaching the Richland City area along Indiana 161. But at 7:09, this was located over Newburgh, moving to the east at 45 miles per hour. And they're listing the source as trained weather spotter. So that would tell us that this has a history and confirmation of producing 60-mile-per-hour damaging wind gusts. And hearing quite a bit of rain, it sounds like, here at our studio as this part of the storm moving through Henderson, likely some wind gusts as well. But again, moving through Newburgh right now, east at
Henderson camera. We can't pull that up here, but if you could pull up the Henderson camera on your end and show that. So I'm watching our anemometer here. I saw a few gusts over 30 miles per hour, sustained at around 30, and there it is. You can see we're looking down on the Highway 41 strip, and our camera is about 400 feet up on the tower. And so this is the gust front coming through Henderson on the northeast side of the city. And this will be the strongest winds with this particular line for Henderson. And again, Henderson, you are technically on the northern edge of that tornado warning, but the circulation that prompted that warning is passing south of you and is a little weaker and not as pronounced as it was earlier. But this is the main event for the city of Henderson. And you can see the winds there and the rain coming down. Just checking our anemometer, it looks like the winds have already let up. They were sustained there around 30 miles per hour. We're getting a report of a 49-mile-per-hour gust out of Henderson here. That's still below severe criteria. So just wanted to show you that in Henderson here, which is technically more of a severe thunderstorm warning scenario for the city of Henderson. But we'll get back to Doppler radar here and show you what is going on here in terms of that line of storms, which is now, again, through Henderson here. So the severe threat should be ending here soon in Henderson. It's now pushing across central Henderson County, and it's that little notch there that prompted the tornado warning when it was over in the Corridon area. But just looking at some of the frames coming out of that, it was not as pronounced as what we saw up in the Hobstadt area about 30, 45 minutes ago, but enough for the Weather Service to pull the trigger on the tornado warning, and what's left of it would more than likely be in this area right there. So if we kind of drill down here on that, hang on, I just hit the wrong button. Let's keep that radar stationary here on the storm relative velocity, and then we're going to zoom in here and show you in a little more detail exactly where the remnants of that circulation would be to the east of Corridon. So it's already across 41A, so it kind of pushed to the north of Rock Springs. It's now over the rural area, be approaching 41 and 69 out here. And of course, you've got Henderson up here to the north, so that circulation staying south of the city of Henderson. There's the bypass, 425. And then even here, that circulation not as pronounced as it was. It continues to move eastward as we look at reflectivity here, maybe find a notch to kind of zero in on. We got still a little bit of a notch right there, northeast of Rock Springs. And that's going to continue moving eastward. There's the Audubon Parkway, so it's going to go probably north of Coralville, but again, we're not seeing the kind of couplet that we saw briefly in the Corridon area that prompted the tornado warning for Henderson County. But certainly the potential for some damaging straight line winds. What's come through Henderson so far looks to have peaked in the city around 50 miles per hour, but we could get some gusts up around 60. We're talking straight line winds, and then we're keeping a close eye on the potential for a spin-up tornado. Anything new from your vantage point, Cody?
Yeah, just seeing those same reports as well. Been keeping an eye on this part of the line for that severe thunderstorm warning continuing for southern Warwick County and southeastern portions of, or southwestern portions of Spencer County. And it looks like they may have gone ahead and canceled the tornado warning. Yes, it looks like the Weather Service has canceled the tornado warning for Henderson County early. Set to expire, I believe, 7:30, so they canceled about 15 minutes earlier. They are still saying, though, however, large hail and damaging winds remain likely. And of course, that severe thunderstorm warning with a tornado possible continues for essentially the entirety of Henderson County. But yes, the Weather Service has gone ahead and canceled the tornado warning, but not seeing any reports here on this end of the line just yet. We've had several reports of damage on the northern end as that storm pushed through southern Gibson County. We have our team, our photographer, and our storm tracker going through the Hopstad area, where there have been reports of trees and power lines down there. And again, when that tornado warning was issued up to the north, the Weather Service listed and highlighted Hopstad as the area where that circulation kind of originated at. So not sure if that was a brief spin-up tornado or just your straight-lined damaging winds. But we do have a crew in the area scoping out the damage, checking on things up in the Hopstad area. But again, this part of the line moving at about 45 miles per hour. This severe thunderstorm warning continuing for, I believe, another 15 minutes or so. I'll double check that just to be safe. This will go until 7:45. Okay, so about less than a half an hour on this warning for Warwick and Spencer counties. Again, moving east now at 45 miles per hour. So put a storm track on the leading edge of potentially some gusty 50 to 60 mile per hour winds. Moving through Bullocktown right now at about 7:19 into Christie and Spencer County, not in the warning just yet at 7:28. Lake Mill, you are in the warning polygon. That will be 7:31. Newtonville 7:36, Lewisport over into northern Hancock County there at 7:46. So again, those areas not in the warning right now. We'll see if that holds together and if an additional warning would be issued, expanded further to include the rest of Spencer County, and then possibly for the Weather Service in Louisville, parts of Hancock, maybe even Perry County as well. But down to the south again, the tornado warning for Henderson County has been canceled, but you still see that warning for 60 mile per hour winds and potentially a spin-up tornado does continue, and I'll double check that as well. I believe that also will run until 7:45 as well. Yes, so that will continue now, transitioning to eastern and southeastern Henderson County as it moves on through. And again, we did have that report not too far down from where we are. Our studio is located in Henderson. We had that report of a 49 mile per hour wind gust at Highway 60 and Highway 41 in Henderson at the interchange there. That was, again, below severe levels, but that was the highest wind speed that we've seen. Everything else has been in the order of about 35 to 45 miles per hour. Had another 46 mile per hour wind gust just after 7 o'clock in Smith Mills. Looks like Corydon had about a 35 mile per hour wind gust, and then central Henderson County 32 miles per hour. So we've seen the order of, say, 35 to 45 miles per hour. Also just checking, it looks like the emergency management in Union County reported a 52 mile per hour wind gust in the Henshaw area from Henshaw Volunteer Fire Department. So again, everything that we've seen, Wayne, has been below severe levels, but it looks like at least report-wise, we've seen more damage up to the north when that part of the line was moving through parts of Vandenberg and Gibson counties.
Yeah, and things really escalated quickly there, but now they're de-escalating. Not to say they're not going to escalate again, as this line is still plowing into some very warm, moist air down here in our southeastern counties. Instability is slowly diminishing. It's a very slow process. The problem is there's so much upper-level wind energy and wind shear out there for just a little updraft to tap into, and all of a sudden you have a circulation. We're very fortunate.
Back to action here at Colonel Jim. As you may have heard, News 25 there, the tornado warning for Henderson County has been lifted. So obviously, so there could be some thunderstorm still in the area. As they did mention, a 42 miles per hour gust was recorded in the Corridon area, and here. I think the delay is going to end up being about 15 minutes. Maybe I think it was just after 7 o'clock. I think 7:05 was about the time they stopped play due to weather. The officials talking with the coaches, getting the game ball, getting the whistles back on, and again, 14.9 seconds left in the third. It's Henderson County 46, Louisville Atherton 38.
Henderson's ball underneath their basket. And the Colonel's got the arrow come start of the fourth quarter, so we need a bucket here. Would be nice.
So after about a 17-minute delay, it'll be Colonel's ball here with 14.9 seconds left. Taylor to play it in.
A couple of people didn't make it back, Greggy.
And to Johnson, up the floor to Braden Williams. Hands it back off to Johnson on the baseline. Stewart to Townsend. 3 left corner on the way. Rattles just off. Williams there for rebound. Back up, it wouldn't go. Johnson rebound, no good, but he's fouled. Johnson will head to the line.
Killing him on the glass right now.
Got that one on Tudor, his second. And Johnson back to the line for 2. With the Colonels up 8 with 1.3 seconds remaining. 14 for Johnson tonight. And Zabion's first of 2 free throws up and in. Second free throw coming up for the 6'2 junior Johnson. And he got them both. Johnson, a 3/4 court shot at the buzzer, no good for Atherton. And we have played 3 here from Colonel Jim. It's Henderson by 10. The Colonels 48, Atherton 38. You're listening to Holiday Hoops here on WSON, presented by Owensboro Health. We'll hear.
Thank you for everything you do, and we're blessed with a great group of team members who are so compassionate and who live out that mission every day. So thanks for everything you do.
This holiday season, your friends and neighbors at Owensboro Health are doing what this community does best, coming together. Our 5,000 team members partnered with local nonprofits to give away over 13 tons of food to families across our region who need it. Because the holidays are about taking care of each other, and that's what we do.
It can happen when you least expect it. You're involved in an accident and you need help. Look no further than Hargis Collision. Hargis welcomes all insurance providers. They are ICAR certified and have the equipment needed to get your vehicle back to OEM specification. To the Hargis team, your vehicle is treated like a person, not a number. Hargis Collision, keeping your family's safety in mind. See them at their new location, 1480 South Green Street.
had a 3-4. We had a 3-4.
48-38, Colonels with the lead and the ball to start the fourth quarter. Colonels have led by as many as 11 at one point. That came midway through the second quarter and got it back up to 10. Could take their biggest lead with a basket here to start the final quarter. Stewart is fouled. Oh, my. Man, he had a hold of his arm. My goodness.
How is that a travel when he gets tripped by a foot?
It wasn't even the trip. He was holding on to his arm. Referee missed that one.
Oh, my gosh.
I think that's going to be a traveling call against Stewart.
That was for sure the worst call of the night.
48-38. Deep three for House goes.
Wow. They capitalized on a mistake there. Not by the Colonels, though.
48-41. A 7-point game with the basketball. Johnson, Xavion on the right baseline, 12 feet away. Trapped and kicks it back out to Stewart. Now Taylor looks to go inside to Williams and does. Braden has it straight up, puts it up and in. 8 for Williams. With the basketball, Baines. Inside it goes to House. Had a shot blocked by Taylor. The rebound put back up and in by Johnson.
Boy, I like Johnson, man. That dude's a hustler.
He's got 16.
He's a player, man.
Stewart trapped in the backcourt. Got to get it across to Taylor, and he just gets it across in time. 7-point lead for the Colonels with 6:45 to go in the fourth. Townsend with the basketball at the high post. Gives it up to Taylor. Taylor missed Johnson on the cut. Now Taylor driving left side, turns, spins on the baseline, kicks out to Williams. Braden, a three on the way. Good. WB3 for Big Cuz Braden Williams. Now 1 of 3 from three-point land this season. Colonels lead back to 10. Yep. Baines kicks it to Johnson. 3 to answer on the way. Good. Johnson with 19. 53-46. He's got a good-looking shot, too. Xavion Johnson for Henderson off to Townsend, and he traveled with the basketball. Yep. Caught it and then traveled after he shot it. And another turnover for the Colonels. 13 now for them. Inbounds comes in to Tudor. Now off to Johnson. Right side, Johnson straight away to House. Good three-point shooter himself. Now Tudor back to Johnson in the right corner. Johnson spins on the baseline, comes out to the corner. Now Tudor with Taylor on him. Baines out to Johnson. 3 left side. This one's off, no good. Rebound into the hands of Baines. Flips it up and in. Contact there, no foul called. Could have been a three-point play, and now Atherton's got it to 5. It was 10 moments ago. 5:20 remaining in the fourth. Xavion with it right side for the Colonels on the wing in front of the Colonel bench with Johnson on him.
Call timeout.
Now he's trapped, and Henderson does take a timeout. 5:12 to go in the fourth quarter. Timeout. Henderson County 53, Atherton 48. You're listening to Holiday Hoops here on WSON, presented by Owensboro Health.
It can happen when you least expect it. You're involved in an accident and you need help. Look no further than Hargis Collision. Hargis welcomes all insurance providers. They are ICAR certified and have the equipment needed to get your vehicle back to OEM specification. To the Hargis team, your vehicle is treated like a person, not a number. Hargis Collision, keeping your family's safety in mind. See them at their new location, 1480 South Green Street. You need a new roof? Make the call to Maldonado's Roofing and Siding. They are certified in multiple brands of shingles and offer financing on all projects. They are licensed, insured, and they carry workers' comp on their employees. Honest pricing and guarantee on all work. Danny has over 25 years experience in the roofing and siding industry and has owned his own.
12 to play in the fourth, 53-48. Colonels by 5 with the ball. As it'll be Johnson to play it in baseline right, kind of more toward the corner, gets it in to Stewart. Stewart on the right wing, had it knocked away from behind. Colonels turn it over again. Turnover 2 times in their last 3 trips, but then they turn it back over. Zayden Martin has a steal on the other end. Zayden with 3 steals tonight.
We need a bucket.
Travis Little driving left side, had his shot blocked out of bounds at the rim by Daly. It'll stay with the Colonels. Williams out as Taylor comes into the game for Henderson. With the basketball, Amari Stewart into the hands of Johnson. 14-footer on the left elbow, no good. Follow from Martin won't go, and a rebound foul against Taylor. Taylor picks up his 4th. 4:41 to go. Taylor with 4. 53-48. Colonels by 5. Atherton with the ball. 4:38 to go in the 4th. With the basketball, Johnson off to Baines. House in the right corner. Taylor on him. Taking the 3, Baines. Had it knocked away by Stewart. Picked up by Johnson. Colonels have the steal. Xavion fouled. Held on his way to the basket on Tudor. Tudor picks up his 3rd. Each team 1 team foul here with 4:18 to go in the 4th, and the Colonels leading 53-48. Atherton just stuck around, Scotty. Colonels hadn't been able to put them away.
Nope, we get up by 11. They cut it down to 4 and then get it to 10. They put it right back.
Inbound pass is knocked away out of bounds by Atherton, so the Colonels will play it in once more.
4 is the closest they've gotten it down to here in the second half.
11's been the biggest lead of the game. Colonels had it to 10 here in the second half. That 11-point lead was in the second quarter. Johnson trapped in the corner, tough spot, and Henderson County's got to take a timeout. 4:10 to go in the 4th. It is Henderson 53, Atherton 48. Timeout. You're listening to Holiday Hoops here on WSON.
Thank you for everything you do, and we're blessed with a great group of team members who are so compassionate and who live out that mission every day. So thanks for everything you do.
This holiday season, your friends and neighbors at Owensboro Health are doing what this community does best, coming together. Our 5,000 team members partnered with local nonprofits to give away over 13 tons of food to families across our region who need it. Because the holidays are about taking care of each other, and that's what we do.
It can happen when you least expect it. You're involved in an accident and you need help. Look no further than Hargis Collision. Hargis welcomes all insurance providers. They are ICAR certified and have the equipment needed to get your vehicle back to OEM specification. To the Hargis team, your vehicle is treated like a person, not a number. Hargis Collision, keeping your family's safety in mind. See them at their new location, 1480 South Green Street.
.410 to go in the 4th quarter, 53-48. Colonels by 5.
They don't have a 1 timeout left.
Henderson basketball. As Taylor has it, hands off to Johnson. Johnson driving right side, cut off on the baseline. Stewart bobbled the pass, but now corrals it. Off to Little, out high right, 40 feet from the basket. Now Stewart. Down low, Little, right block, good pass. Coming in, Martin puts it up, and he's fouled. Martin to the line for 2. After the foul goes on House.
It's Christmas break. We've really seen Martin develop an attack to the glass, Greg.
Good point. Had a great 3 days and 30 hours in the Thomas Nelson tournament. He's got 6 points and a couple of rebounds tonight. Also, a block shot and 3 steals, free throw, and important for him to knock those down. Now 3 of 5.
Well, if you're going to attack the glass, it's always a positive if you make free throws.
4 new Colonels coming in, 4 starters coming out here. Johnson, Stewart, Taylor, and Little all
got
coming
another
out.
one over here wanting to go in. We have not a post player out there, right? I guess Martin.
Woolfork will come in and maybe be a post player. Free throw, no good.
Looky here.
But Martin chases down his own rebound.
I think he did it on purpose.
He's like, I ain't coming out.
Oh,
and now
my
Isabel
God.
throws it away out of bounds, trying to get it to Martin.
He just did that for a defensive substitution, and then Martin missed it. Basically, he's playing pool and called his shot and put it over there in the corner, right-hand corner, and went and got it. And then we threw the ball away.
And then he gets to stay in. Yeah, the offense came right back out. You're right, Scotty. 54-48, starters back on the floor.
There we go.
Yeah, turning over on the other end was Atherton. His house couldn't handle the pass in the corner.
That was a big turnover.
It was.
And that 10-point lead, they cut it to 5. We had to burn 2 timeouts, only got 1 left. And we only got 1 point, though, out of those timeouts, so we need to score here.
Yep. 6-point lead at the moment. Stewart to Johnson, nearly traveled. And 10-second count. Colonels couldn't get it across. They turned it over. 16 turnovers for the Colonels tonight. 6-point game. 54-48. Colonels the lead. Next run probably wins this one. 3:23 to go in the fourth.
As you get momentum in this last 3 minutes, you'll be whoever it is.
And they throw the inbounds pass away. Wow. Man, Coach Tudor just slams the ball in frustration.
Well, their last 2 possessions, they've thrown the ball out of bounds.
13 turnovers for Atherton.
Of course,
neither team wants this one, Scotty.
Well, of course, they drove back and forth last 2 days.
Yep.
See what, though? The defense has been pretty spot on by both teams, too.
Yep.
Man-to-man pretty much the whole game for both teams.
With the basketball.
Oh, my.
And the Colonels throw one away. Little threw it over to the stands after Johnson had cut toward the basket.
40 seconds of basketball. Both teams have thrown the ball out of bounds twice. 4 times the ball's been thrown out of bounds in 40 seconds.
A little sloppy after the 17-minute weather delay here.
Well, neither coach wanted to warm up. I think they might think otherwise next time if that ever happens again.
If the basketball, House gets inside to Daly. Back to House. Reverse layup. Good. House with 8. 54-50. Atherton the closest they've been in a while. 2:40 to go in the fourth. Johnson bumped out front by Johnson. Jeff jumped Xavion. Team third. And it'll be Henderson basketball down near their own bench, down to our right. Between the bench and the official scorers table. Little throws into the backcourt to Johnson. Xavion gets it across against Jeff Johnson. Now has it straight away. Hooks the pass to Stewart. Amari, 3 on the way. Off the mark. Long rebound. Chased down by Johnson for the Colonels. In the corner, Little. Travis now comes back out front with it. 2:18 to play. Colonels up 4. 54-50. Little at the jump circle for Henderson. Amari Stewart now out high left. Amari between the circles, picks up his dribble. Zayden Martin with it. Martin driving into the rack, flips it up. No good, but a foul, and Martin back to the line. Foul whistled on Johnson, his third. Martin 3 of 6 from the line tonight. 46% on the season, so.
Come on, we good. Box out.
A couple here for Zayden with the Colonels up 4 with 1:55 to go in the fourth.
Colonels up by at least 10 on the glass.
Free throw rattles in good for Martin.
And of course, both coaches and me, so that would be a big key to this one.
Colonels by 5 now. Second free throw coming up for the 6'1 junior Zayden Martin. That one's off, no good. Rebound, out of bounds, last touched by the Colonels. It'll go to Atherton.
Colonels 15 of 20 from the free throw line. Like that number.
Yep.
Of course, they, Greggy, are 5 for 5. They ain't even missed one.
5-point Colonels lead. Atherton ball with 1:48 to go in the game. Johnson kicks in the corner to Tudor, and traveling out front is House. Drug his foot. 14 turnovers, a lot of them here in the fourth for Atherton.
3 in a row. Twice they threw the ball out of bounds and then got him for a travel there.
Little with the basketball in the backcourt. Johnson on him. Little to Taylor in the right corner. Malachi holds over his head now. Still has a dribble. Out near Coach Tyler Smithart, and he is fouled by Baines. Baines is fourth, and the fifth on Atherton, so Taylor will head to the line for 2.
Colonel's 15 of 20 from the free throw line, but just 2 of 4 here in the fourth. Of course, all those by Mr. Martin.
The Colonel's 63% as a team from the line this season, so improve that number today as Taylor hits his first point.
Martin's back up to 8 points again, Greg. He had 9 last night.
Yep.
I like it.
Came into the Colonel's Classic averaging 4, but he was trending up. Second free throw, no good. Martin diving for the rebound, but couldn't get to it before it went out of bounds. It'll go to Atherton. Colonels by 6, 1:26 to go. With the basketball, Johnson. Driving to the rack right side, and a foul call. Johnson will head the line for 2. Stewart came over to help. Not sure if they'll get hit or him or Xavion Johnson. It'll be Xavion Johnson with the foul, his first. So a couple free throws here for Jeffrey Johnson. He has 19 tonight. He averages 20, and he's on his average. Hits his first. Minute 17 to go here. 5-point game, 56-51. Second free throw is no good.
Oh, no.
Rebound Daly and a second chance. Kick out. A 3, good. Baines drills a 3 after a rebound to Daly, and it's a 2-point game and a timeout Atherton. It's the Colonels 56, Atherton 54. 1:08 to go. Colonels ball when we come back on WSON.
Thank you for everything you do, and we're blessed with a great group of team members who are so compassionate and who live out that mission every day. So thanks for everything you do.
This holiday season, your friends and neighbors at Owensboro Health are doing what this community does best, coming together. Our 5,000 team members partnered with local nonprofits to give away over 13 tons of food to families across our region who need it. Because the holidays are about taking care of each other, and that's what we do.
It can happen when you least expect it. You're involved in an accident and you need help. Look no further than Hargis Collision. Hargis welcomes all insurance providers. They are ICAR certified and have the equipment needed to get your vehicle back to OEM specification. To the Hargis team, your vehicle is treated like a person, not a number. Hargis Collision, keeping your family's safety in mind. See them at their new location, 1480 South Green Street.
Wow, their first missed free throw, they get back.
A minute 8 seconds left in regulation. Henderson 56, Atherton 54. Colonels ball. 2 timeouts for Atherton, 1 for the Colonels. In case of a tie up, a jump ball, the arrow with Atherton. And here's Johnson right in front of us, right side. Trapped, gets it over to Zayden Martin, hands it back to Johnson. Martin lost the ball momentarily, somehow gets it over to Little in the right corner. Little hooks it back to Martin on the baseline. Zayden lost it, and a foul called. Martin will head to the line for 2. As the foul goes on Daly, his third. So Martin at the line for a couple. Martin is 4 of 8 from the free throw line today, 2 of 4 here in this fourth quarter.
And he's 1 for 2 each time.
Yep. He's hit the first one 3 times of the 4, and then Only once as he missed the first one, not the second one. Hits the first. Good look good on that one.
And they're all like that. They all swoosh in, and then this one will roll around the rim. Or, hey, maybe he does that little thing where he hits the side of the right-hand side and he goes in the right-hand corner and he
get his own rebound, yeah.
Yeah.
46 seconds left. Second free throw coming up for Martin. Got them both.
See, you jinxed him the good way, Greggy. Boy.
Colonels by 4, 46 seconds left.
Now, last possession we gave up 4 points, Greg.
Tudor works it across against Little. Hands off to Johnson. Johnson driving the lane, up and under. Blocked by Taylor, out of bounds. It will stay with Atherton.
Good job by Taylor. Help side defense. Turned around and knocked it out.
58-54. Colonels by 4. 32 seconds left. Atherton ball. House inbounds to Daly. To Johnson with 30 seconds. Straight away, House. Good three-point shooter. Now Tudor with it. Kicks it back out. Whoa. Deep three for Baines. No good, but he's fouled from behind the arc. And Baines will have 3 free throws as Martin got him on the chest. Wow.
Did he hit him? I didn't see it. I was looking the other way.
It'll be Baines' first free throws of the night. He is 71% on the season. 4-point game. 21 seconds left. Free throw no good.
What did you say? 71%?
71.
Ooh. He must have been tired on that one then. Of course, he got the Greg Busby jinx.
Number 2 of 3. That one short, no good.
Yeah, he might be a little tired. That one looked good, though.
It's the Colonels by 4 with 21 seconds left. Another free throw, the final, coming up for Baines. This one's up and missed it too strong. No good. Rebounded by Martin for the Colonels.
Wow. They're 1 of 5 in this quarter.
And now a timeout, Henderson. That's the Colonels' last. 15 seconds remaining in the game. Henderson County 58, Atherton 54. Colonels ball when we come back on WSON. You're listening to Holiday Hoops, presented by Owensboro Health.
You need a new roof? Make the call to Maldonado's Roofing and Siding. They are certified in multiple brands of shingles and offer financing on all projects. They are licensed, insured, and they carry workers' comp on their employees. Honest pricing and guarantee on all work. Danny has over 25 years experience in the roofing and siding industry and has owned his own business for over 22 years. Maldonado's Roofing and Siding. Let the world champ put a world-class roof on your home. Call today, 270-577-9668.
I am more than the box you put me in.
I'm spontaneous.
I am a good friend.
I choose to do the right thing, even if others don't.
I choose to be substance-free.
Brought 8 guys.
$15 seconds remaining. It'll be Henderson County's basketball. The Colonels up 4, but before that, the head coach of Atherton, Mark Tudor, going to take another timeout. We'll keep it right here.
I don't think I would have took that one. I think I would have saved it.
He's got 2, so
yeah,
now he's
saved it. Yeah, but he's down by 2 possessions.
Yep. Now you kind of see how they came out there, and then he called another timeout. So we'll keep it right here on this one as he took a full timeout. So they have 1:30 second timeout remaining. None for the Colonels, and again, a case of a tie-up. It does go with Atherton.
Johnson's got 6.
15 seconds, 108. 108. Yeah. Fourth. So 15 seconds here. Again, Atherton 1 timeout remaining. Colonels have none, but the Colonels have the 4-point lead and the ball. And it'll be Taylor to play it in just to our left between the official scores table and the Atherton bench. Taylor to trigger it in and gets in the backcourt to Little. And Little fouled in the backcourt by Tudor. Tudor's fourth, and Little will go down and shoot free throws. Just a second went off the clock. Travis looking for his first points. 4 points at a rebound averages for Little. He got to start tonight, but nothing on the book yet as far as statistics. Free throw here, no good. 58-54. Second free throw coming up for Little. Again, 13.5 seconds left. Atherton has one timeout. Colonel's none. Second free throw coming up for Little. He got that one. Colonel's by 5. Inbounds comes in to Johnson. Johnson going straight to the rack, lays it up and in. And Atherton uses their final timeout to make it a 3-point game as Johnson has 22 now. And that is the last timeout. We'll keep it right here. 8.3 seconds remain. So it'll be Colonel's ball. Neither team a timeout after Johnson gets the driving basket to make it 59-56. Colonel's trying to hang on here at the Foppel Automotive Group Colonel's Classic. It's all part of Holiday Hoops here on WSON. Owensboro Health Orthopedics is your go-to for expert ortho care. Make an appointment or visit their walk-in clinic Monday through Friday, 8 to 11. Located at the Henderson Healthplex, Owensboro Health Orthopedics is the official sports medicine provider for the Henderson County Colonels and Lady Colonels. Eight seconds remaining.
Can't run the baseline here. Just got to get the ball in. There you go.
Hold it, Johnson. Underneath the basket. Gets out of there with foul with 4.2 seconds left. And Johnson to go down and shoot 2. And he could ice this one. There's a foul whistled on Daly, his 4th. Johnson 3 of 4 from the line tonight, 16 points, 5 rebounds. We'll talk to Mikey Woolfork on our postgame show tonight. Mikey, 7 points, a couple rebounds off the bench. (59-56), 4.2 seconds remaining. The junior Johnson free throw, no good.
Oh, boy. Oh, Lord. Hey, do you foul here? Oh, yeah, you got to foul.
That one to give.
You tell your guys that as soon as they throw that ball to about the H here on the court, foul quickly.
Second free throw coming up for Johnson to make it a 4-point game, and he got it. Colonels by 4. 4 seconds left. Now you don't want to foul.
Stay away.
Home up the ball to the floor. It's intercepted by Taylor. He gets it off to Johnson, and that'll do it. The Henderson County Colonels knock off the Atherton Ravens 60-56. Your final score. The Colonels improve to 8-3 on the season. Atherton drops to 9-2 as Henderson County wins the final game of the Foppel Automotive Group Colonels Classic, hanging on to beat the Ravens 60-56. Stay tuned for the Colonels After Action Report post-game show coming up next. Once again, your final score, Henderson County Colonels 60, Atherton Ravens